Hello, we are live. It is Direct Mail, Monday, June 26th, 2023. Steve Sipress here with an illustration of what some people, what many people, mistakenly believe is an old fuddy-duddy way of communicating, the old snail mail, the old using the postal service, the old actually physically writing something on a card, putting it into an envelope, dropping it into the mail, and having it delivered for pennies. I mean, what is the postage? Like, whatever it is, it's less than $1 all in for the card, the envelope, the stamp. Come on now, and super powerful. So here's an example. I received this invitation style envelope. I won't show you the front because for privacy concerns, has my address and the return address of Lauren Smith, who recently, he's a superstar entrepreneur and marketer, so I invited him to the second of the 3 triannual meetings of the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind back in May. And he came to our home. That's where I hosted this one, here at my home in the beautiful Phoenix, Scottsdale area of Arizona. And he met a lot of cool people and had a lot of fun. And we talked about a business that he is starting. And then he sent me, of all the attendees, he's the only one that did it, sent me a personalized, handwritten thank you note on a card in the mail. Now, I received all what you would think, you know, the emails and the text message or the Facebook message or the what, hey, LinkedIn, whatever, hey, thanks, this, that, but nothing anywhere near, not even within 1,000 times as powerful as taking a pen to paper, or in this case, a card, and handwriting a personal note. So these are, everyone knows when you send an email or a face, okay, that's nice, but you know, you whip that thing off, it costs you nothing, takes almost no time, you know, not a lot of thought or care goes into it, you know, whatever. That's just the perception of the message. But this way, which is the last W of the WOW strategy, using this way, this handwritten note, just screams, it oozes high touch, personal, I care about you, I cared enough to take out a physical card, a physical envelope, a physical stamp. I'll show you just the top corner so you don't see the addresses. There's a live actual stamp going on this thing, and I'll handwrite a personalized note, and it gets delivered to you. Now, sure, it takes a few days as opposed to an email or a text message or a LinkedIn or a Facebook message or Instagram, whatever. It comes instantly, but see if you don't think this is super powerful. Again, handwritten, and it's simply 3 sentences. That's it. So not like it took a long time, but man, any emails or messages people sent me are long forgotten, deleted, who knows where they are, whatever. This thing has stayed on my desk for, it was mailed back in May. So over about a month now, it has stayed on my desk. And it says, from the Smith family, or it says, the Smith family thanks you for being a superhero. Now, who wouldn't want to get a card like that with a picture of, there's Lauren, or an artwork of Lauren, what do you call it, caricature, comic of Lauren, and there's his family, wife, kids, and the handwritten note. Steve, thank you for having me over last month. Pretty simple. There's the message that, again, I receive in all different ways, but this way is the most high touch, the most personal, and therefore the most powerful. I love your suggestions for F Sirius, that's his new business, and I'm grateful for the connections. That's what the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind is all about. It's about getting advice to help you grow your business from other sharp entrepreneurs and getting connections to help you grow your business from other sharp entrepreneurs. He thanked me for both. And then he threw in a personal, I guess it's an inside joke because even I didn't get it. Tell your beautiful wife, Michelle, thank you for lunch and the lettuce. So I had to relay that message to my beautiful wife, Michelle, and you know, she cracked up and, oh, that's so nice. And then, you know, whatever, that's between her and him. Must have been when we're serving the lunch and he wanted, I don't know, some kind of lettuce, or he didn't want the lettuce, or, you know, whatever it was. And that's it. And then he just, you know, signs it Lauren Smith. And so what happened is a couple weeks later, he contacted me by one of the newfangled, less powerful ways. I think it was a text message. So he sent me a text message and said, can you please give me your thoughts? I finally got the sales page up for the website, and can you give me your thoughts? Because we had discussed it at the event, and sure enough, of course, and you can, go to thewowstrategy.com. You can see a free training video there on the WOW strategy. I just mentioned the way is the last W, the letter WOW in the WOW strategy stand for the three parts of this strategy to help you get a flood of your ideal clients practically on autopilot. And that's where you can go, and then you can get some help from me. That's what Lauren did, and I gave him my thoughts. And then afterwards, Lauren said, I would like to talk some more. And then I don't remember who said what or whatever or where it went, but the bottom line is the results are that Lauren and I have partnered up in this business now. So he has joined my client group. We have partnered up in this business, and I am connecting him to all kinds of people. Oh, and by the way, what's the business about? The business is a system, go figure, to help people follow up after attending powerful events. So, for instance, like I just said, people came to the All-Star Entrepreneur Mastermind. Only one of them sent me a very powerful, very effective handwritten thank you note. Well, that's part of his system, that anytime you attend any event at all, as part of the system, out will go a personal handwritten thank you note to everybody you met there, or you talked to there, prospects, potential partners, potential sponsors, potential speakers at your event. Maybe you want to speak at their event, maybe you want to sponsor their event, or they want to sponsor one of yours, or they want to send out an email to their list about your product or service, or maybe they want to host an event or have you speak an event to their audience, or whatever it is. Out goes a handwritten note. So I'm like, I used to be a road warrior, and I went to dozens of events a year, and that's where I met thousands of really sharp entrepreneurs that I still have great relationships with, many of them to this day. I've met a whole bunch of clients through those, and a lot of speakers that I had at my events, sponsors, me speaking at their event, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, man, you come back, have you attended events? You come back to these events, and it's like, oh man, now I got to follow up with I get all these business cards, or all these contacts on my phone, or all these people I connected with on Facebook, whatever. And I told this person I would connect them with that person, and I would get this to them, and I would give them a copy of this that I had back in my office. But all this follow-up has to be done, and undoubtedly, almost no matter who you are, I would think no matter who you are, something falls through the cracks. Well, that's why Lauren put together this amazing system. I'm like, I know a lot of speakers, a lot of event hosts, a lot of event sponsors that all absolutely need this system. And they piecemeal put together a whole bunch of it. They have he's got in his system, I don't remember everything because I don't know anyone that could, but he's got like automated, birthday cards go out, and follow up, this goes out, and that goes out, and this thing happens, and that thing happens. All the stuff you would really want to do to follow up with some powerful or just a great person you met, a great potential for business personally that you meet at events or anywhere. Like, boom, Lauren has a system for it. So immediately I already have connected him with my top client, who is the most connected of all my clients I know, and who attends a ton of events. And before I start connecting with the rest of my clients, we had one meeting, and now we'll have a second meeting, the three of us, with that client and Lauren and with me, and we're going to really finalize and put together his irresistible offer. We've already made a switch based on my recommendation and my advice. He's made a switch on his ideal target market, and now we're going to figure out the ways of connecting his irresistible offer, getting it in front of these ideal target clients, and boatloads of clients and of money is going to come in to this business in the very near future. And then, of course, long term, more and more and more as the word spreads and the referrals happen and the success stories, and this is just going to be a huge success. And it all, at least our partnership and his zeroing in on from the what we both agree, what everyone agreed was the incorrect target market, which would have been a mess, to the precise ideal target market. And now all that's left is we just got to hone in on when we have to test it. Of course, you're constantly testing the irresistible offer till it becomes as irresistible as you can possibly make it, so you don't have to sell, convince, cajole, overcome objections, all that BS. Who likes to do all that stuff? I mean, there's a lot of people that are good at it and will do it, but isn't it better to just have people flooding into you and go, man, I just have to get this, your product or service, it's that offer you just made is irresistible, I can't possibly say no, boom, you don't have to sell me, you don't have to overcome objections, you don't have to wingle wangle, twist my arm, like, let's go, and I want to recommend this to all my clients and all my friends, and this thing's going to grow like wildfire, and a lot of it just came from selling with what you sell, I call it. He sent a handwritten thank you note after the event and then contacted me and said, yeah, you remember getting that handwritten thank you? I said, yeah, it was the only one I got from the event. It was awesome. My beautiful wife Michelle felt great. I felt great, felt special, loved it, kept it right here. Well, that's what I do. That's part of my system. Bing, bang, boom. And things are going to take off for Lauren and his business. And hopefully for you as well, if you put this into your mix. So do you send this instead of a text message? No. Do you send it instead of a Facebook message, instead of a phone call, instead of, if they're local, to go over to their business, or if you know them really well, to their home, or where, or call them up, or have a cup of coffee, or say hello to them in person? No. I'm well known for saying I live in an and world, not an or world. This just adds into your mix. It makes all of your connections that much more fruitful and powerful, not to mention, especially compared to, right? So if you meet 100 people at the next event you attend, and they meet 100 people, 99 of them, unless they get Lauren's system, of course, are not going to send a handwritten note afterwards. Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you and talk about this and moon. I'm looking to follow up, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be in a vacuum. You're going to be in a category of one. You're going to stand out as the number one best connector there, the one that cared about them the most. Isn't that how you would like to connect with people? That's what it's all about. That's another way of using the mail here on Direct Mail Monday to exponentially increase the power of your communication with prospects, potential partners, clients, customers, patients, members, friends, family, you name it. I make the analogy often to people that say like direct mail or sending mail, that's snail mail, it's old, that's fuddy-duddy. Really? Like, when's the last time that somebody had a wedding and all you got was an email invitation? If it's special enough, of course you get a printed, and what do they say, engraved invitation in a handwritten envelope inviting it. Well, don't you think that your potential business connections, relationships, clients deserve that much care and attention, that they should feel that special as if they just got an invitation to someone's wedding? If not, keep doing your emails and your text messages only. If you really want to improve your results by magnitudes, start using direct mail as well. And that'll do it for Direct Mail Monday, June 26th, 2023. Thanks for being here today, and I'll catch you back here again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. Until then, over and out. Bye-bye.